So, are you on the under 40 list?
Yeah,
Or
30.
under 30?
Yeah.
And what do you do?
I run a startup, an agri-tech startup in Africa.
No way.
Yeah.
So, how do you help people?
So a lot of farmers, not only in Africa but in the world, need different and varying and very crucial information to farm, right? So for instance, you need to know the weather, you need to know the type of seed you need to know the composition of your soil, you need to know where to find money if you need a loan, an agricultural credit, you need to find a buyer. So these are like complex things, and farmers, in as much as what they do is complex, are simple people. So what we do is we help them with this information in an easy manner, for instance on their phones or on a computer. But in a place like Nigeria, you find farmers that can't afford a smartphone or a computer, so we build it to work with low-end phones, like $2, $5 phones that can access weather, that can access stuff you get on the internet pretty much. Yeah, so that's what we do.
So, how do you raise money?
Exactly. So we, first of all, in the beginning, we're reliant on grants. So we find international donor agencies or organizations that are interested in helping farmers, like say the USAID or Oxfam from the UK, or the German corporation, and then they give us say $150,000 to build a platform to help say 5,000 farmers, and then we get another organization to help another 5,000. But then that is not quite sustainable, you see. So we've also been looking at trying to charge the farmers, sort of say, okay, pay $1 to get this information for a month or a season. So yeah, we basically employ different methods or techniques to raise money. Yeah, but so far so good.
So, when did your company start?
2014. So I had the idea while I was in university, and then I applied here to MIT from London. Then I came here, and the company started here actually in 2015.
That's awesome.
I know, right?
So, how many employees do you have?
7, yeah, including me, 7.
So, do you have an office in Africa?
Yeah, in Abuja. I actually am living there now. So I moved back to Abuja in 2015 to Nigeria. Yeah, and now my...
So, how many people live in that city?
Close to 3 million.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah, it's Nigeria's capital. But then the bulk of our farmers are actually village dwellers, like they don't live in the cities.
Right.
So you find them thousands of miles, or hundreds away.
Do you have a website?
Yeah. It's called Verdant App. I'll do it for you. I'm out of cards because, of course, I'm at a Forbes Summit. Amazing stories for you then, because the first grant I ever got was from Richard Branson, and
No.
Yeah, he's my mentor. Alright, I'll show you.
How did you get together with him?
I won a competition which he organized. So the prize was, if you get to win the competition, you get £10,000 from Richard Branson, and you get a master class, and he becomes your mentor. So yeah, he's my mentor. I got a medal from Her Majesty the Queen.
Come on! Come on!
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, so I got the Queen Young Leaders Award for of work helping people with technology. So, yeah. And then, of course, I was on the cover of Forbes magazine, which is equally very exciting. Yeah. This is quite cool. I drove today. I drove with Brian today. But you never know. And I guess it's with the sort of contentment that you could derive from doing this. Like no one could possibly buy or attain the level of satisfaction you get from these conversations and these people you meet. And sitting in a desk in Harvard would expose you to great minds, but not as much. I mean, someone has to be able to afford to go to Harvard before you meet him, but everybody gets in an Uber.
Where did you go to high school?
In Nigeria. Yeah.
And how many classes? So when you're graduating class, how many people?
More than 1,000.
Really?
Yeah. So we must have had like 6 classes. So it's year 6, right? The graduation class. So there are like 6 year 6s.
Say that again?
So we have 6A, 6B, 6C, 6D, and 6E.
So separate high schools?
Same high school.
Really?
We wear the same uniforms. It's just that one class couldn't take us, so they broke it down to, so yeah.
So were you the class valedictorian?
No.
But
I was
top, right? Like,
yeah, I'd like to think so. Forgive me, lack of modesty, but yeah, I was alright.
in the top 10?
It's more food than we have produced in the last 8,000 years of agriculture. That's since the dawn of time. Since humanity started planting, we need to produce that amount of food in the next 40 years. So 8,000 years, we need to produce an equal amount of food in the next 40 years if we want to survive as a human race. There's definitely not enough land to do that under cultivation. And if we cut down all the trees to make farmlands, another problem is created. Even if we use the available land now, all of it to produce food, we still will fall short. So what if we can cut down on loss on pesticides by building GMOs? What if instead of a corn that gives you 1 metric ton per hectare, we could do 5 metric tons per hectare by improving the yields with GMOs? What if GMOs can help us produce more in less time with less land? That's my argument. And then we have a number of people, for instance, the farmers that I work with, that do not even come close to understanding what you mean when you say GMO. Like, all they care about is to get a seed, to get a piece of land, and to produce the food that they will eat, not even sell, that they will eat for the next week or month or season, So it's a really big thing, and we need to approach it with a lot of caution. And I just wish, because a lot of what I do is because I really stand for the farmers. I love farmers and agriculture. I see every one of them as my own. Like, I used to say, if you're a farmer, we're related. I wasn't kidding. And a lot of what I do now is around farmers. So obviously, I will not be happy to see someone that exploits farmers. But I know for a fact that GMOs are the way, pretty much. Right in time for my next session. Oh, nice to meet you too. I really enjoyed. I ran my mouth, but yeah.
I learned a lot about what you do.
Okay, and hopefully GMOs.
I'm sorry?
And hopefully GMOs.
Yes. So I'll look at GMOs a different way.
Indeed, as you should every sensitive topic. You know, you should look at things from an objective, independent, fact-based angle.
So what did you study in college?
So I had a bachelor's in information technology and business information systems, and then I had a master's in creative technology. But I am a student of knowledge, if you like.
A lifelong learner,
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely. So I'm interested in poetry, in renewable energy, in agriculture, in technology, in design, and I'm quite passionate about a number of things that I cannot hide, as you can see.
So, what poet do you like?
So my favorite poet is Thomas Tranströmer. He is a Scandinavian poet. You should look at some of his poetry.
I will.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Nice to meet you, Brian. I'll be in touch.
And travel safely back to Nigeria.
Oh yeah, I'm back to London and then Nigeria. So yeah, please email me. I definitely will have a look at this.
Sure.
And I hope you get a lot of traction because of our conversation.
I hope so.
Yeah. I'll have a look. Cheers.
Okay.
If you do a great job on the video, I'll share it with a few thousand followers.
Great. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And
I'll do a very good job.
You'll have a lot of content. So
Yes.
if you need any pictures or any more information, just email me. You have my email, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cheers. I'll go now.
Bye-bye.
Nice to meet you. All right. Bye.